Hey there, Alicia Bowman here, and I just wanted to talk to you actually today about breast implant illness again. I haven't made a video in a while, and so I thought I would hop on and do that. I started thinking about doing this because I'm actually having a rough day. I've had a couple rough days, and we almost forget then like how bad we used to feel. I guess, getting used to feeling more normal again, and it seems like some of my autoimmune issues have ramped up, and just waking up feeling like somebody's been beating me, and every part of my body aching. And I actually noticed I've gotten some more bruises, which I've developed a blood clotting disorder in the last few years as well, which I think is related to my autoimmune issues and my breast implants. In case this is the first time you're watching this, I had breast implants for 10.5 years, and I explanted back in July. It's now, what month are we in? We're in October, so just a few months ago, and I have had a lot of improvement in my health. I don't feel like I've been beaten every day, all the time. I used to wake up regularly feeling like this, and things just hurting. My wrists hurt, my feet hurt, my back is like every vertebrae in my back hurts, my arms, I just feel weak, all those types of things. And since I explanted, that has gotten a lot better. It seems like I do have flare-ups, and there's times that I don't feel as well. But on the whole, I've been feeling better, and I've had more strength. One of the things I posted on my social media just I think last week was how you don't notice some of the small things, right? And so I just noticed that day that I was able to, in church that morning, I was able to hold my Bible and stand. It doesn't sound like a big thing, but before explanting, a year or so before, I didn't have the strength sometimes, or I'd be shaky to hold my Bible. Okay, yeah, Bibles can be heavy, but yeah, so I noticed, look, I can do that. And it was funny because actually, I think it was that very same day, our pastor, we had lunch with him, and he said that he can tell that I'm feeling better, because how I used to, he said he could just tell when he would look down, on the congregation and stuff, that I wasn't feeling good, that how I came in, I just hurt, and those types of things. And so people notice that I do feel better on the whole. One of the things I have said is my chapped lips had gone away, something I struggled with every day. I couldn't get rid of them, even with prescription. I couldn't get rid of them. That has gone away. I've had a couple of flare-ups. Usually when other things start happening, the chapped lips will come back, which it's like, okay, this is all related, okay? My brain fog has been a little bit worse the last couple days. I was trying to do a training for my Scentsy business last night, and I felt a little discombobulated. And so sometimes the brain, and truthfully, I think I do get more overwhelmed because my brain isn't processing things well. And so I've noticed I'm a little more stressed. I sort of like, well, is the stress coming from, or is the brain fog coming from the stress, or the stress coming from the brain fog? I actually think the stress comes from the brain fog. Just like when I first started not feeling well, and I was tired. At first I thought, well, maybe I'm depressed, because that's a symptom. And I actually had just had a baby. And I'm like, but it didn't feel like postpartum depression, because I'd had some of that in the past, or blues. And I even tried medicine, and it didn't help. And I did start feeling depressed after a while. And it was like, well, am I depressed, and is it making me tired? But I think really it was a lot of the fatigue, and not being able to do all the things that I wanted to be able to do, and not being able to keep up because my body wasn't keeping up anymore. For those that know me, I tend to be busy. And so even when I wasn't feeling well, people are like, it still sounds like you're doing a lot. Though they only saw what I put on social media. I didn't post all the days that I laid around like a worthless rag because I just didn't feel well. But it got to me mentally, having that restriction, not being able to do all the things. We have 8 kids. I have 7 still in the house, and not being able to keep up today. I mean, and truthfully, it's a little depressing today because I could not get up this morning. I hurt so bad. And so, now my day's off. There's time I lost in my day that I can't do stuff, and things just take longer sometimes. And you may be looking at me, I had my hair and my makeup done, and you're like, oh, she looks fine. I don't feel fine. I can put on a smile, and I can push through. My family will see more of the the true me. But of course, when we go out or when we're on social media, we try to put our best foot forward and not be total grumpy pants like I probably really am. So I just wanted to sort of update on that. So it's been a little bit of an up and down, but I do see that since my surgery, I am continuing to get better and see improvements. There are things I haven't seen improvements on, like I did with my acne, and then that went kaput. And so I'm still struggling with that. I'm probably going to go to a dermatologist. I was hoping that it would just start to clear up, but maybe if I just get some treatment and knock it out, maybe I'll be able to stop the treatment and be done with it. My hair hasn't filled in. I had lost a lot of hair. I'm still feel like I'm a little thin in the hair department. I actually have had problems losing weight. I've gained weight in the last year, and then like laying around after surgery did not help, and I got weak, and I haven't been exercising like I was because I just got busy. But even when I was exercising, I was really watching my calories. I wasn't losing weight. I think I have toned up a little bit though, because I did do some measurements yesterday, and I'm a little bit smaller. So I mean, it hasn't come off as easy as I have experienced in the past. But I'm getting older too, so I do know women that they're like, I can't lose weight. I have a friend that explanted around the same time, and she just keeps gaining weight, and she's eating clean and she's exercising, and her poor system, she had a lot of stuff. She had staph in her implants, and she got really sick, and it's just messed up her whole system. But yeah, I have no doubts that my implants were causing some of my sickness, as I have seen improvements, and other people have seen improvements in me. I feel like I'm able to do stuff. I can't remember if I've shared this, but so I do have a Scentsy business. So I sell fragrance products, and I will do events. I'll go to fairs and festivals and craft shows and those types of things. And last year, around this time, it was super busy, okay, because fall, everyone wants good smelling stuff, right? So this is our hot time of year. I would do an event on a Saturday, and a lot of times they're long days, but some of them weren't. Some of them, I might have to get up, at 6 in the morning, and then I'd be home at maybe 6 or 7 at night. And after I would do an event, seriously, I would be worthless, or at least I felt worthless for like 3 days. It took me that time to rest and rejuvenate. And so then I'd start getting my life back together. So I'd do Saturday, and then maybe by Wednesday I'm starting to feel a little more productive. And then, come Friday night, I'm getting ready for another event. Saturday, it would all start over again. If I was doing back-to-back weekends of events. It was hard. This year, I have been doing events, and I'm able to bounce back a lot quicker. So one of the things too, I used to then, a lot of times I wouldn't make it to church for our early service on Sunday morning. We go to church. So I wouldn't make it to the early service. I just couldn't. There was no way. There may have been days that I didn't even go because I was just so wiped out. I have been making it to church early services after events. I've even exercised come that Monday after doing an event. Exercise used to wipe me out, where when I have been exercising, I've been able to still function the next day and keep life going. And so that is an improvement. I need to start getting exercise back into my schedule regularly again, but that's not necessarily a BII, breast implant issue. That's just a life issue that a lot of us deal with. So yeah, there's definitely improvements. I'm glad to start getting my life back. I don't feel like I'm 100% the woman I used to be, but we're making strides. And I know a lot of people say it takes a couple of years, and some don't ever get back to who they used to be. And like, I'm older too, so I probably in that way just won't. But there is healing. As they say, the heal is real. If you are contemplating whether your implants are the cause, I would keep researching it. And it's not an easy decision to come to, because you don't know if you're going to feel better after your implants are out. And so it's sort of a hard decision to make. You don't know what you're going to look like, and you don't know if you're going to feel better. And so I don't think any of us come at that decision lightly, unless they're ruptured, or, and they know for sure. Mine was ruptured, but I didn't know for sure that that was the case. And so I would definitely do your research and explore it and seriously consider it. If you've not been feeling well and you have no answers, like we all did, our labs look fine, everything looks fine, but you're having autoimmune type symptoms, it could be your implants. I'm not going to say it is, but it could be, and you may want to look into it. Saying all that reminded me, okay, well, how do I feel about what my chest looks like now? Truthfully, I'm not crazy about it. I don't like the way they look. They're small. I feel like now my stomach looks bigger in comparison, and the shape isn't necessarily perfect, but it's okay. I don't feel completely deformed or anything. I don't like how my bras are fitting. I need to actually go get more fitted, and hopefully find something that works better. I'm actually using some bras that were just a little bit too small before, and so they fit okay. I am a little bit asymmetrical again, and so that causes issues as well. It's hard sometimes. I'm not going to be dishonest. There are times I look in the mirror and I don't like it. I don't necessarily feel as attractive. But it's okay. I'd rather be alive. I'd rather have energy than have boobs. Okay. I'm thankful for what I do have. There's a lot of women that have mastectomies, and there's women that have had mastectomies and implants and then have to get the implants out after all they went through to reconstruct because their implants are making them sick. And so I'm not going to complain about what I have left. My husband doesn't complain about it, and so it's really not an issue. But I know people wonder, well, how do you feel about it? Some women, they look great, and I'm like, why did you ever even have implants, right? I don't think anybody's going to say that about my chest. But it's okay. It does get to me sometimes, though, when I look in the mirror and it's like, But with clothes on, I think it looks fine, and there's a lot a bra can do. So anyways, just wanted to check in because it's been a while, and in case you start following me at all, or you're finding these videos and you're wondering, well, whatever happened to her? This is where I'm at. So how many months out? So it was July, August, September, October. So has it only been 3 months? August, September, October. Yeah, it's just been 3 months and 4 days. Or 5 days. 5 days since my explant. So, wow. it feels like it's been longer in a lot of ways. So I guess I'm doing pretty good for that short of time. Anyways, if you have any questions, if you want to know more about my story or whatever, I'm glad to share. Just contact me, send me a message, and I'd be glad to share. On Instagram, I'm Crazy Sensey Mom. You can message me through there, and I'm glad to help in any way. All right, bye.